Britain is inching closer to life out of lockdown. Prime Minister Boris Johnson is expected to confirm that most restrictions can be lifted in 2 weeks, and that's despite rising COVID-19 cases driven by the fast-spreading Delta variant. Members of Mr Johnson's cabinet have signalled that there may be no rules at all.
We are going to, I think, now move into a period where there won't be legal restrictions. The state won't be telling you what to do, but you will want to exercise a degree of personal responsibility and judgment. So different people will come to different conclusions on things like masks, for example.
For more, Ollie Barrett joins us live now from London. Ollie, the United Kingdom getting ready for a full reopening.
It looks that way. The timeline to this, Dawn, is that on the 12th of July, so that's this time next week, Boris Johnson will confirm whether the data shows that the 19th of July reopening can go ahead. But today he's going to tell us if that is able to happen, what it's going to look like. And we very much expect Boris Johnson to herald this shift towards an era of personal responsibility and saying that the country now has to learn to live with the virus. What that will mean in terms of specifics, we think will be saying that no, face masks and coverings won't be compulsory and legislated for in indoor spaces after the 19th of July. Yes, nightclubs can reopen. Yes, hospitality can resume without the restrictions that are in place at the moment. So right now, restaurants are open, but they're limited in terms of the amount of people they can have indoors. Those limits we expect will go. Sporting events we think will be at full capacity. Large outdoor events like festivals we think will be able to resume. Boris Johnson will tell us later today that the dividend of the vaccination rollout here in Britain is that these restrictions can now be removed.
So there is this prospect of a no-rules reopening, but it comes despite cases surging in the UK, Ollie.
Yes, dominated by the Delta variant. Cases continue to rise. Over the last 24 hours, we had over 20,000 cases confirmed. The UK, it should be said, is doing much more testing than any other European country, but the infection rate is very clearly on the rise. And this raises the potentially difficult prospect for the government of a situation in which on the 19th of July, if, as expected, the economy does reopen in England fully, we could be seeing 70, 80, 90,000 cases a day by then. Boris Johnson will tell us later today that the link between cases, though, and hospitalisations and fatalities has been nearly completely broken. We are not seeing a huge rise in people needing hospital treatment or indeed in fatalities. And he will say that is why the country needs to start thinking about getting back to normal. But critics of the government say it's dangerous, that you could be creating so-called variant factories by allowing the case rate to rise, even if hospitalisations and fatalities aren't picking up as quickly.
All right, Ollie, thank you for that update. Ollie Barrett there in London.